Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. There's nothing really quite like trying to put a campfire out at your campsite and the water tank that you are using to carry extra water for things like that, to put it out, is frozen. So today I'm going to try to solve that problem and we'll see how it goes. Abby's going to be a big help today, I can tell. Big helper. What are we doing? Well, Cappy and I, my little guy right here, we are going to work on a few van life upgrades today, getting ready for the winter time. The upgrade I want to make today is a heater for this guy. This is a water tank for my extra water, and I got a little pipe heater, a small low amp heater that's going to wire into the fuse box here with a thermostat, so that if the temperature goes below say 30 degrees or 40 degrees back here, it starts heating this water tank so it doesn't freeze up. I have found lots of times that I've been camping and this thing has frozen because it's touching the metal here. Even though the van itself is warm enough, and the other water tank right back in here, if you can see it back up there, it does never freeze, but and that pipe doesn't freeze, but this one does, and so I want to maybe stop that from being a problem. So we shall see. We shall see. Here's the heating pad. Of course, I have to clean all this off, but I want to, it's got an adhesive side, and I think I'm going to have the adhesive just adhere to the van floor, and then hopefully that'll radiate heat upwards. We'll see where the heating unit is, but it's not very big. It's pretty small, but I don't need a really big one for my tank because it's just a 6-gallon plastic tank, but hopefully it'll just keep it from freezing. Well, here's the thermostat, and of course it's all in Chinese, and of course I don't speak Chinese, so I'm going to have to do a little guessing. I was looking at, and there are no instructions that came with it, so I'm guessing this is a temperature sensor here, this thing, temperature sensor, and then the one side's going to go into my fuse box and the other are going to go into the heating pad. So looking at it online, this is the input, this is the output, and that's the temperature sensor. So thankfully on Amazon the schematic was in the wires. So input, output, temperature. If I mount the thing right here, I should be able to get a convenient look at it when in the vehicle, but I'm not sure if I should put it this way or this way, because that would be right side up when I'm looking over the edge inside, so maybe that way. So after thinking about this a little bit, I think I'm going to take the adhesive off and put it to some Reynolds wrap, some on the one side, and then Velcro the cool side to the back here. That way this will be facing the water tank and hopefully radiate heat this way. That's the theory anyway. And it's a little warm here in Tucson. Apologies to you people up north, but I'm going to take a time for a little bit of a Diet Coke. No, this video is not sponsored by Coca-Cola, but if any of you out there in Coca-Cola land would like to sponsor me, hit me up. So this is the setup. Everything's wired in. We have the thermostat up here, and then we have the pad here, and the sensor right there, which will be right under the water tank too, on the taped to the metal side. So when this gets down to some temperature in Celsius that I'm not entirely certain what to do yet, it will kick on. Right now it's off, and then when it gets too warm, it'll turn itself off. So let's hope that works. And so my water tank will just sit right up on top of it, like that. And hopefully it'll keep this from freezing. What? Like the power draw when it is not heating, it's running about 5 watts or less. There's other things hooked up, but that's when it's not heating up. And when it is heating, it's like about 2 watts. So we'll have to check that again when it's off. And when it's not heating, it looks like, again, 5 watts of draw for the thermostat, who must be working hard to make sure it's the right temperature. I will probably just unplug the fuse when I'm not using it, when it's not in danger of needing heat, and then plug it in the winter and see if we can get the right temperatures to work out. There's nothing quite like the feeling of having a fire in your camp or at your campsite, and the water that you are using to put it out is a frozen block of ice. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Yikes. That's not good. What's the matter? You see I have my shoes on? You ready to go? You wanna do something? Ready to go? My shoes on, huh?